Hey, my sweet crafty friends. Today I'm bringing you another round of Farmhouse Fall DIYs. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take this canvas that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to cut around the staples and pull the canvas off because we're just going to be using the frame today. I'm also going to be taking the staples out on the two long sides because I am going to be stapling in this wood again, and I do not want my other staples to hit the old staples. So here I'm just going to take my antique wax by Waverly and I'm just going to paint it on my frame, and then I'm going to wipe the excess off. This is going to give me the stain look that I'm looking for. Here I'm going to take these paint sticks that I got from the Home Depot, and I have already went ahead and cut them down to size and went ahead and stained them with the same antique wax. And now I'm just going to position them where I want them on my frame, and once I get them where I want them, I'm going to use some wood glue, and then I'm going to staple those back on my frame. So we're basically going for like a palette style sign here. So now that I got them positioned where I would like them, I'm just going to use the wood glue and my staple gun and staple those in place. You will see here in a minute that I forgot to get a staple out, and I had to go back and pull it out because my staple wouldn't go in. So, and I apologize for the shadow here. I had to stand up to do this, and my shadow for my body was just like messing up my light. So once I finally got all my staples in, I'm going to take these little metal words that I finally found from the Dollar Tree. I have been on the hunt for these for the last 2 seasons, and I have not been able to find them, but I was in luck and I managed to find them. So here you're going to see me going back and forth between the Harvested and Thankful. Couldn't decide which one I really wanted to use, but in the end I wound up going with the Harvest one. So once I finally decided on the Harvest one, I'm just going to take this super glue that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I am just going to dab that on the back of my little metal word, and I am going to attach that to my sign. On this sign I was going for super simple, just something, just farmhouse and simple. Here I'm just taking a moment to read the back of the tube to make sure that I can use it on this. I guess I should have done that before, but that's me. I always wait till I'm going to use something and then try to read the back. And here we are, just super simple, perfect. I love the way it turned out. I spaced out my little slats because I wanted them to have more of that what do you want to call it? Oh, my brain is blank right now. I just can't think. So for the second DIY, I'm just going to take these inserts from some mason jar lids, and I am going to give them a few coats of this turquoise color paint that I had previously mixed up before. And while I'm waiting on those to dry, I'm going to go ahead and take this board slat thing that I got from Walmart a couple of years ago, and I am just going to give it a one coat of the white chalk paint by Rust-Oleum. And I'm not looking for full coverage here. I just wanted a little more white on it. I am going to go back and sand it some, just to bring some more of that natural wood color through. So here you can see that I've already got my board sanded. I did take my little inserts and I glued them together in the shape of a pumpkin. I'm also using a little piece of driftwood that I cut off for my stem. And I did cut this Hello Fall out on my Silhouette Cameo 3. And I am just going to glue my little stem to my board and then kind of like position my pumpkins kind of over it, where it kind of just, yeah, you can see what I'm doing right here. So now I'm just going to position my Hello Fall where I want it, and I'm going to mark the edges with a pencil so that way when I pull the backing off, I'll know exactly where I need to replace it. So if you don't have a Silhouette or a Cricut, that's fine. You can use stickers. But if you are interested in this decal, just leave me a comment and I can set up a listing on Etsy and cut this out and mail it out to you. So here I'm going to take just some burlap scraps that I had, and I'm just going to cut those into a couple of little strips and fray the edges a little bit because I want that rustic, you know, farmhouse chic look on this little sign. I'm also going to take some of this little jute and make me a little bow. And then here in a moment, you're going to see me go for the, oh, here we are right here, the buffalo check ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. Another find I was so happy to get. And I am just going to cut those and just tie a knot in the middle and just kind of glue it on my stem. So I did 2 of the buffalo check ribbon and 2 of the burlap ribbon, and then I'm going to place my little jute bow on top of that. Now this little piece was giving me trouble, so it just kept wanting to fray out everywhere, so I just went ahead and cut me another little piece out of the other part that I had. So now I'm going to take this thinner jute that I got from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top just to give it that finishing touch. And I definitely will go back and go ahead and paint the back of this. And here we are. Here is the final result. I just love how cute this is. It turned out so cute. I just can't stop saying cute, but I love it. I hope you guys love it too. Leave me a comment below and let me know if there was anything extra you would add to it. I'm kind of stumped on whether I should add something else to it or not. So let me know what you think. And I forgot to mention that I did go over my letters just a little bit with white paint, just to kind of give them more of a rustic feel. And for our final DIY, I am taking these little wood pieces that I got at Hobby Lobby a while back. They come in like a little bag. I tried to find them on their website, but I couldn't find them because I wanted to link them for you. But they're in the wood pile section, and I'm sure they still have them. Or you can just use some scrap wood that you have laying around, or, you know, anything that you can find that is kind of like this shape. So I'm just going to give all three of these pieces a few coats of the Silver Lining chalk paint by Waverly. And then I found these scrapbook papers at Hobby Lobby the other day. They were actually on sale for $1. I was so excited to find the galvanized look one. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cute. So here I'm just going to trace out my wood pieces, and then I'm going to cut it out. Once I get it cut out, I'm going to use some Mod Podge. It's not actually Mod Podge because when I went to Walmart they were out, so I got this one. This one's by Aleene's. But you don't have to use Mod Podge. You can use a glue stick or spray adhesive or something like that. So the key with Mod Podge is you always want to use a thin layer and then lay your paper on it. Make sure it's adhered really well and let it fully dry. Once it's fully dry, you can go over the top of it again with a thin layer. So once I get all my papers adhered, I'm gonna go over them with this little roller thing that I got, and make sure that my paper is fully adhered, and then before I Mod Podge on top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and sand my edges. If you take the sandpaper and just go down with it, it will fully give you a clean edge. And just to attach these, I'm just going to use some large popsicle sticks, and I am just going to hot glue those on the back in different areas just to hold those together. So now that I've got them all attached and my Mod Podge is fully dry and everything, I'm going to take another piece of this driftwood that I cut off. And I like this piece because it kind of had like some crevices in it and kind of was curved a little bit. So I just glued that to the top, and I'm going to take 4 strands of jute, and I'm going to make me a little bow and glue that onto my little stem. And here I'm just going to add some sunflowers that I got from the Dollar Tree as well. And here we are, guys. I love how this turned out. I do, however, think I'm going to go back and distress the edges with some antique wax. But let me know what you guys think. Which project in today's video was your favorite, and what would you do different? I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give me a huge thumbs up. It really helps my channel to grow, and I hope you are all having a great week, and I will see y'all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.